Knife. That's a knife.
This is that knife, the Outback Bowie by Down Under Knives. Made to actually be used, this knife just might blow everyone out of the park.
Whoa, I almost tried it with a very thick torch. Action. Oh, edge problems. Crikey, that's a big problem! Crikey!
In our previous film knives episodes, like the Rambo knives, the knives pretty much sucked. But already we can see and feel that this legendary knife has a lot of potential to maybe even be good as a user knife. We mostly hope so.
So, we're gonna use it. This video is sponsored by Tools for Gents. Go to Tools for Gents.
Where you can buy real unique knives.
Is it shaving? Ow, that hurt.
It's shaving a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really like that feeling. You know what? 5.5 out of 10 for sharpness.
So this is actually the official Crocodile Dundee knife, or at least the thing that comes most close to it.
Martin, at first glance, I actually thought that this knife feels pretty shit in the hands and is not a good survival knife, so I have to be honest.
Hey! Let's start off with some chopping. It has a hollow grind, which I don't like, but it might be good for this type of wood.
Oh, Martin, okay, that looked really powerful.
That was really easy. I didn't whack it that hard, but I expected because of the hollow grind. This, by the way, this is an exotic species, that's why we cut it down.
Oh my god, Martin, this is almost as thick as my mama.
So that wasn't full power because I didn't have the full range of motion, but Mikkie, this is a good chopper for this wood.
But it's just very slippery in the hand, isn't it?
That's the biggest one. This is like the same that I had with the Velknife N01. The leather is very slippery. The only thing that makes it slightly safer is this, but this would be so much better with a lanyard hole. Yeah. So much better.
Yeah.
For green wood, I would give this a 9, but because of the handle, that kind of makes it like a 7.5. But it's a really good chopper. But it just doesn't feel that safe.
That whole part is one chop.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this tree is already fallen down. Because we don't want to chop a live tree, isn't that, Mikkie?
Wait, hold the knife like that and I'm gonna do a cool zoom effect. Zoom. Ooh. Oh my, oh wow.
So it's potentially an amazing chopper, but if your hands are as dry as a dingo's donger, you cannot chop with it. You gotta...
The key is, you are always so scared, Martin, but you gotta commit. Do it in one go, don't be scared. Fearless, like a real Aussie. Aussie!
I'm hungry for some bush tucker, so let's make a fire.
Oh shit, what are we gonna eat, Martin?
We are gonna eat some kangaroo steak. That's no piece of wood. This is a piece of wood.
Yeah, for all the Aussies watching, that's what your Australian sounds like to us.
Yeah.
Wow, man, whack the knife.
Batoning wasn't great for this knife because of its hollow grind. A big piece like this is definitely doable for a knife this size, but when you have a hollow grind, you better just chop the whole piece.
You know, the length is really good at wood processing, but again, for chopping, the handle is a little bit slippery. A lanyard could have fixed this all. It's also what is making me not really like it that much.
What's going on with your English language?
Then the feather sticking. That was a real letdown.
That looks terrible.
Okay, this is terrible. The angle is very high. So look, normally this is where I can start making feathers.
Look how far from the handle the edge starts.
Yeah. So I have to grab it like this with 2 fingers here, and that gives me enough control, but it's just really bad. 5 out of 10, not a 0 out of 10.
Oh my god, that worked. I really thought that wouldn't work, ever.
Yeah. So because we've never had kangaroo meat before, we're just gonna try it with some pepper and salt above the fire, traditional style.
So is this how we start our delicious meat journey?
I'm gonna wash it.
Flat the belt, you fuck con! Whoa, Martin, it doesn't really scorch the same way as a normal burger would.
It's hot. Oh, fucking burnt my finger!
I mean, I don't know how raw you're supposed to eat this, but we might die.
It's a little bit wild. There's a sort of sweetness to it.
Yeah, it's got a wild flavor as well.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's not my favorite, I think.
No. No. What do we rate it? 3, 2, 1,
Well,
6.5. Martin, hello!
It's not bad, it's just strange taste. It's a little bit, I think it has to be an acquired taste. It's a little bit sweet, wild taste.
Strong smell. I don't know. We're gonna go to your stepfather. Come on with me. Oh! Vind je lekker? Ja. Wat voor cijfer geef je? Je moet gewoon helemaal 100% eerlijk zijn.
Een 8. Zo dan.
Yo. So the last thing we want to do is some normal carving, some bush tucker, which is Australian, isn't it?
Yeah, it's called bush tucker is food. Food from the forest.
Oh. I think carving is something that you would want to be able to do with an Australian knife. Maybe setting up a tent to burn yourself to death with 50 degrees Celsius under the hole in the ozone layer. But with making a tent peg, Jesus Christ, this is the first job I made with it. Oh yeah, that is, oh shit, that is terrible, okay.
And again, the knife was amazing at chopping but couldn't carve, or at least was very bad at it. Making a simple tent peg was almost impossible. But because this knife is clearly better built than the Rambo knives, for instance, let's go further than anybody would want to go with a knife and see how much it can handle.
Waarom kan ik dit niet en jij wel?
Bone has been Edge's worst enemy up to now. It can damage, chip a knife, very bad. And this has almost nothing. A very tiny chipje.
Chipje. God.
Very small edge damage actually.
But I think that this is pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty tough actually overall. Okay, now we have some. Now you can see why it actually held up so well in the previous test. Because I don't think this is hardened that hard. It is pretty soft. Look, this is one of the biggest rolls that I have seen. And that is a thick piece of steel that rolled. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, it didn't chip at all.
That
and
is
this
a
is
thick
stainless
roll.
steel, so pretty soft probably.
Yeah, this is pretty soft steel.
But I have to say, for a knife this big, this is good news for me. So that means that this knife probably won't break when batoning, chopping or whatever. It's very tough.
Exactly, and you know, I can still sharpen this out pretty easily with the belt grinder.
So, destruction test, positive.
Yeah? Mikkie.
Yeah, man.
This knife. This knife.
This knife is more than a movie prop. It is good, but we've got something very important to say before you buy this knife.
Because we have a brand new bloody giveaway.
A brand new one?
Yeah, it's new month, Mikkie. Okay, so we are giving away a Valknieven F1 LMAX 40-year anniversary edition thanks to DBK. We are giving away a Bog River Bravo 1. We are giving away a TRC M1 SL thanks to Tools for Gents. We are giving away a Fox FX 140 XL Knives and Tools exclusive thanks to Knives and Tools. A Batoning Sissy Puko thanks to Lamnia. A Beavercraft Axe thanks to Beavercraft and 2 BPS knives. Wow, that's a lot of money.
If you want to join the giveaway, just click the link in our description and join the Royal Knife Club, the $10 tier. And the winners are announced only in the video. And you are not longer my friend.
Oh, if you compare this to like a Rambo prop knife, a Rambo movie knife, this is 100 times better because this is an actual knife that is built as an actual knife that you can use. And in that manner, you could want this knife and we could recommend it.
When you were 16, you wanted this knife already, didn't you?
I wanted this knife because it had the leather stacked handle. That was kind of my weakness. I like big knives. And it had like mirror polish all over it. Am I happy that I did not spend 190 euros back in the day? That was a real a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm very happy I didn't.
I think the very big drawback of this knife is that you cannot really, it wants to chop, but you can't really chop full power because it will slip out of your hand and it's just going to be dangerous. Accidents are going to happen. Yeah. Normally, the knife will be good at chopping and that would be like the big quality of the knife. But now you have to be careful with chopping and you cannot carve. So what can it do?
Yeah, it can be a knife that you can carry on your belt if you're doing Crocodile Dundee roleplay. People gonna say, hey, but it's a Bowie, it's a fighting knife, it's not made for Bushcraft. You're right, but we tested it for Bushcraft and it is not good for it.
I'm gonna say the knife looks really nice for the people who like this style, but and the quality is also good because it doesn't have any wiggle. Yeah. It performed pretty well, but I'm gonna say way better than the Rambo movie prop, but as a real survival knife, not so much.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Check out the DBK shop, you can support us there. Come visit the Dutch Knife exhibition if you have the time, because we will be there selling our stuff. And hope you like this video. And I hope to see you next week, 1 p.m. PDT.
Every Thursday, yeah? Oh, I like, and it's coming for that one, yeah.
Do you love me?